Hey everyone, and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Zen Cactus from Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. So let's get started with the eyes. I'm going to start with a big curve for the upper brow. Starting on the left, I'm going to curve up towards the right. Now let's tuck in the eyes underneath. So on the left side, I'm just going to move over to the right and just draw a half circle tucked in underneath that brow line. We're going to do the same thing over on the right, leaving a little gap in the center, curve down to the bottom, and then back up to the top, leaving a little overlap on the end. Let's give the eye some bags. So from the center of the eye, I'm just going to curve down. On the right, we'll do the same thing. Above the eye, we're just going to draw a little bit of a brow wrinkle. So up here on the left side, we're just going to draw a curve. On the right, we'll draw a little curve. Below the eyes, we're going to draw in the little mouth. So we're going to draw a big circle just below this little eye bag. So starting at the top of the eye bag, circle around, come down to the bottom of the mouth. Just draw a nice little circle right there for the mouth. In the inside, we're going to draw a smaller circle, but we're just going to draw almost like half of it, just drawing a little C shape. Starting from the side here, curve around, down to the bottom, and then in. So we got a little gap here. We're going to move up and just draw another curve going around like that, just to show the inside of the mouth. We're going to color that area in black. From here, let's move to the bottom of the mouth, and we're just going to show a little bit of the beak coming down here. So just curving across like that. From here, let's draw the inside part of the hood. So just below that part of that mouth there, we're just going to curve to the side of the head, going out. From here, we're going to curve up the side of the inside of the hood, going up above the eyes to right about there. Now we're going to draw a little overlap, so the flap coming down over the face. So we're going to step up, do a little overlap, curving down in between the eyes here. Now we're going to curve up in the opposite direction. We're just going to round this up just a bit and curve up. We're going to move down and just draw the outside edge on the right side. So starting here, curving around the eye and tucking that in behind that mouth. Let's go ahead and draw on the outside of the hood. So starting just below here, we're going to curve out towards the left, curving across like that, tucking that in underneath the mouth. We're going to draw a short angle line going up. We're going to draw a little bit of a wrinkle here. So we're going to draw an overlapping line, curving over. Now we're going to draw the outside edge of the hood. So we're going to come up this way, just following that same line, going up to the top here. We want to show a little bit of wrinkle. So the hood's going to be pulled back this way. So we want to wrinkle the edge here. So we're going to step down, just draw a curve up like that. From here, now we're going to show the tip of the hood, curving down. Now we're going to round out the tip and come up to the top in the middle. Rounding out the tip and curving up to the top. Now we're going to come down the opposite side of the head. So we're going to curve down, so it's sort of following this side, curve down to about here, and then we're going to pull it back in. So from the top, we're going to curve around the head, down to right about there. Now we're going to pull that in behind that mouth. Let's go ahead and draw in the body. So right underneath here, we're going to draw that little medallion, the little eyeball here. So we're going to draw another circle, starting from the top, coming around, and back up to the top. We're going to trace this out. So we're going to draw a smaller circle on the inside, leaving an even spaced gap around, like this. Now we want to draw a little eyeball in the center here, so we're going to actually make it kind of looking towards you. So we're going to draw it just to the left of center, drawing a circle, and then in here we're just going to draw another smaller circle. We'll color that in black. From here we're going to draw the top edge of the necklace going up. So right here, we're going to curve up underneath the hood. On this side, we're going to curve in underneath the beak. From here, let's draw a straight line coming down here. Coming down the side of the necklace, and we're going to curve it back in towards the eye. Up here, because the body's turned this way, you're not going to see this edge. You're going to see it tucked in behind the mouth here. So we're just going to curve it in like that. Let's draw a little band along the top. So underneath this hood line, draw a little curve like that. Now we can get into the body. So here, we're going to have the arms coming up. So we're going to leave a little bit of space and come down the side of the body. So right here from this corner, we're going to leave a gap and curve down. Up here, we're going to go underneath this necklace because the body's turned. You're not going to see that little gap here. Curve down the side of the body there. So roughly the same height on both sides. Let's connect those 2 points with a curve, but we're going to overlap the edge. So it just goes over the line slightly on both sides here. On the back, we're going to step up, curve across, just over that point on either side. Now we're going to curve down the left. We'll curve down the right. So 2 short lines like this. We want to show a little bit of wrinkling in this little wrap, the body wrap. So from here we're going to curve in with a short line. On the right we'll go in the opposite direction. Now I want to show the little fold. So from this corner we're going to step in just a little bit and curve out. In here on the right we're going to step in towards the left and curve down. Let's connect those 2 points with a curve along the bottom. Across like that. To finish off the body on the bottom, we're just going to draw the little curve at the bottom. So we're going to imagine the body coming down behind the wrap, starting here, so just right of that corner. We're going to round out the bottom and then pull this up on the right side, so there's a little overlap on the end there. Let's draw the arms. So we're going to have the arms coming up. So let's start with the shoulder line first. So right from this necklace line, we're going to curve out. Now we're going to draw an overlapping line for the bracelet, curving across like that. From here we're going to draw the bottom of the arm. So up here, we're going to step up and curve it in underneath that body line here. Now the hand's going to wrap around this way. So we want to show a little bit of the bracelet. So from this end, we're going to curve out this way. So it's getting wider. And we're going to connect that point to that point with a curve. Goes around. Now we're going to draw the hand. So it's basically simply from this corner, we're going to step in and just draw a curve going up to the tip of the hand and pull it back down to that top there. Let's draw a little bit of detail in this bracelet. So at the top, we just want to trace the top to a point, and then we'll curve the bottom edge as well. In here, we're just going to do some cross hatching. Starting from the top, we're just going to draw some angled lines going across like this way, and we'll go against the grain. We're going to go in the opposite direction. Going in the opposite direction, evenly spaced out across like that. Okay, so we got that arm. Let's go to the right side and do the same thing. So we're going to flip this arm over. Starting with the top of the arm, so right here, we curve towards the elbow. We're going to do that overlapping line for the bracelet. Curving across. Now we want to draw the bottom of the arm. So stepping up from that point, curving underneath the body. From here, we're going to curve around. So this is the top of the bracelet here. We're going to connect those 2 points with a curve. Let's draw that little trim. From the point here on the inside, we're going to taper out, and then along the top as well. And then we'll do that cross hatching. Starting up at the top, going across with even spaced lines. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction. Cross like that. And then for the hand, we're going to start on the inside and just curve to the top of the hand, and then back towards the wrist, trying to keep it the same size. So here we're going to go up, right about there, and pull it in. And we want to leave a little bit of an overlap on the end. Let's add a bit of detail on this body wrap. So we're just going to leave a little trim. So following that same curve, just below it, a little trim detail, and then along the bottom as well. And that is pretty much it. There we have it. There's the Zen Cactus from Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.